Either way, let's get ready to resume our campaign and hopefully get ready for Chapter 4 without getting my lone manticore sniped. Because that thing is kind of vulnerable now that I have more ships than I can actually have with the Daedalus. Oh, in fact I have 2 manticores, so that makes that a little bit difficult. They're without a doubt going to transfer together there to kind of make them a little bit stronger, but I think I may consider jumping them with the Daedalus so they don't get shot down. Well, my Thulium won't allow for it, I think. We'll have to see. Either way, we're going to be jumping over here, I think, with the Daedalus. We're ready to do Chapter 4. I have 4 manticores. Confirm the jump. So it is going to cost me a little bit extra because I didn't really give it time to recharge. But I'm curious about this. How much would it cost for them to jump? Or do I seriously haven't tried to defend Caprica? I don't know if 2 ships is enough, in all honesty, and I'm going to have adamant other ships building next turn. Considering I just dealt with Cylon Fleet, I could get away with it here, since they literally spawned right on top of me, or jumped right on top of me. How much would it cost to jump? I'm not seeing a recharge. It is going to cost me more to jump back, mind you. But I don't think I'm in any condition to kind of fight Cylons with 2 manticores anyway, so I think it's worth a little bit of delay, since this is only the start of the campaign regardless, so we'll jump as well, just to protect the manticores, and then it'll have easy reinforcements at the same time from whatever ships is building. So jump on over. We'll see if that was a good call or not. I see nothing at Caprica. And let's see, Chapter 4, so we're going to proceed with this without a doubt. And I'm interested to see, I will have to pick my fleet, right? It should be the Daedalus, without a doubt, since it is a story mission. It should automatically pick that fleet. We'll know in a moment. Yep, it looks like the Daedalus. We got the Perseus, Nyx, Lancer, and Kossis. So now it's just a question of what kind of fleet formation I want, because I know how this is going to play out at least. We're going to have 2 Talons directly in front of us, and then there's going to be a bunch of Nemesis that spawn on my left, so I want to keep the Daedalus kind of secure from them, and then maybe do a sweeping motion, snipe one of the Talons as quickly as possible, then turn around and murder the 2 Nemesis if I can get away with it. Not entirely certain, but I am low on Thulium, but once this is a success, we will be alright on the supply. Hell, I even got like 3 ships currently being built right now that are all going to build at the same time too, so I'm fine with it. Camera angle's not the best though.
Multiple contacts on Dratus, sir. Records show there hasn't been a Tauran presence out here since the war first broke. We can safely assume any Dratus contacts out there are hostile. Blast us away home, Commander.
Oh, we are going to, don't you worry. And I figured out how to separate my Viper squadrons, so that's going to be really nice for me. I'm going to have to be fast as far as actually engaging these Talons, so I can get these turned around quickly, and at least 2 of them. So with that said, I may actually boost to try and cut down on the travel time some. The sooner I engage and snipe one of these Talons, the better. I just gotta be mindful of when I'm getting too close that I may miss out on opportunities to shoot at them.
On it, Commander.
Also, let's check elevation, so that's perfectly even, really damn close to even anyway. And then we'll unload missiles, we'll unload our weaponry for next turn, and I think my Vipers are just going to focus on dealing with their raiders, if nothing else. I just got to keep in mind not to collide with my fleet, because that is prone to happen. And for a campaign with persistent death, that's going to be a death sentence for me. So let's try to avoid it all, if at all possible. And also, I was talking about, what is it, being able to separate these things. It's not as all convenient as I thought, unfortunately. I have to kind of select them individually and right-click them, kind of like how I did before. But I can assign the squadrons now at least, so that's very handy. Maybe I didn't need to separate them now. This is like the one time I like them to stay together. But let's move them either way. At least move them together for a time being until those raiders get closer. And everyone, I guess, turn off your boosters. And we'll get ready to try and focus down. We might focus down the raider because we're nowhere near firing range of this damn thing, let alone detecting it. So And for the sake of avoiding collision, we'll have the 2 here, lift, higher elevation, the other 2 will be slightly lower. Make it a little more convenient for my movement. And then what is it? We have another 2-3 turns before the Nemesis show up, so I gotta be quick about this. Ideally, I want to just immediately kill this Talon, since we've seen that happen before. And we do have them, but I think it goes without saying, we are going to focus everything on this Talon. It is turning, alas, so I may not get the convenient shots I want. But we're going to engage, do a strafing run, then bombard it with missiles afterwards there. I just got to make sure one of my ships still have good sensors, though, to make sure they spot it. Otherwise, this focus firing and aggressive posture is going to be a little pointless. So, aggressive posture is all set. And we just have one to at least spot, while the Vipers, without doubt, are going to engage the Raiders. We'll focus on the one that's kind of in the way. And hopefully the Manticores can help provide a little bit of support fire with its rear guns when it goes past them. Again, gotta be quick and efficient here. And I did focus, yeah, they're all set to focus fire, so they just need to spot the damn thing. There, that's what we're talking about.
Hostile unit identified.
It is turning, unfortunately, but we can go full on out. I gotta be mindful the Raiders are probably going to shoot down my missiles, which I would love to figure out how they do, because it's going to be really handy here, especially with torpedoes are concerned. Because then my Vipers could almost single-handedly defend the Daedalus, since those Nemesis aren't really much of a threat otherwise, I think. Aside for one single gun, but their AI prioritizes them more hacking anyway. So, I think this is the last turn. We're going to have to start getting ourselves turned around some. And I'm going to have a lot of missiles, and we'll see if we can kill this thing or not. Actually, we'll get 2 Manticores ready to turn around. These 2 just keep going straight and try and finish this thing off. Because this will get ugly if I commit too much. Because the Talon's not going to do much more otherwise. So all 4 missiles gone. Front armor's taking a big beating. The right armor's taking a big beating as well. And unfortunately, the right armor took all those hits, but
Commander,
here comes the Talons now.
New Dratus contacts.
Or the Nemesis.
Someone really doesn't want us leaving Helios Alpha.
So now we're going to have to turn off our aggressive posture and get the hell back. At least was partially turned around, so that's okay.
Commander.
I can sort of get away with it, but now we just gotta finish this thing off really damn effectively. Also, keep an eye on my elevation, this might hurt some. It hasn't really done much shots on me yet, so I can kind of get away with flying past it, but
Yes, Commander.
don't think I'm gonna get the kill I want because of that damn right armor. It turned just conveniently enough to avoid most of that damage. I could also slow down, but I think I need the speed to kind of help avoid some of these shots. And Raider Squadron, I think we already destroyed one Raider Squadron, we're engaging the second one. I just don't think I have an easy way to know for certain, so Vipers are going to need to get back as well, once that's dealt with. Because it is shooting torpedoes now. Taking a lot of damage, though.
Manticore is taking damage.
Oh, they're shooting missiles at me, so I'm thankful for that. That's less fire on the Daedalus.
Incoming.
I don't think I dodged, though, since I didn't really account for the torpedoes very well.
Yes, Commander.
But we're going to try dodge anyway. The right side's kind of shot, too, so thankfully it turned around. It's going to hit the left now. So at least there is that, if nothing else. And we're going to have to get ready to finish off this Talon really quickly. Not going to be easy, but it is all sorts of a mess, too. Hangars also have been demolished, so that explains why the Raiders were so easy to kill the first squad, I think. But we're getting ready to deal with these Nemesis some. Hopefully I can dodge these shots.
Missiles incoming.
I dodged most of them, so that's as much as I can be thankful for.
Manticore is taking damage.
And 29 health left, so It didn't go as well as I would like, alas. I would have loved to kill that thing immediately. And it damn well nearly did, too, to be honest, but... we're gonna have to wait for the missiles to recharge to make sure we seal the deal, especially if one of them is thrusted being heavily damaged. Or at least partially damaged. And we can also deal with a friend here, but I think this Manticore needs to get the hell back. And play a little more defensive. In fact, just stay in front of that Talon. That might help some, since we know this one Nemesis is just going to be busy with hacking, I think. And if those raiders can be dealt with, that'll help a ton too. Since my Vipers are winning the fight battle there, that's currently ongoing. And next turn I'll have missiles to launch at the dang Talon.
Yes, sir.
So I just gotta minimize damage potential.
Manticore is taking damage.
And we do have regular missiles flying off. Where are they going? Okay, so
Missiles incoming.
those are actual torpedoes hitting, so gotta be careful of that. Lancer's getting hammered there, but I think it's far enough away, should be okay. And how are we doing on this thing? Rear armor taking a beating. I still want to kill this one Talon that's conveniently flying away. Its rear armor is still full powered though, so I don't think it's going to help me a whole lot. I don't think we're going to kill with these missiles alone.
Yes, Commander.
But I can still fire a third salvo, maybe?
On it, Commander.
Just gotta make sure, let's see, the right side and the rear are what's crippled, so... you should, in theory, be alright there with the Lancer. And I also want to kind of go lower, so that way I can use my top armor a little bit better.
Yes, Commander. Fire
all my missiles at this thing and try and deal with this one Nemesis. I'm sure I should be able to deal with a single Nemesis torpedo salvo on the Daedalus, but how's the Raider? Raider's still a pain in the ass, so I want this thing dead. I don't know why it's not dead yet. Oh, it is almost dead. Oh, there's a second squadron that they're kind of ignoring, I guess? Because it's telling me Raider Squadron is 36 health. So I don't know what they're shooting at anymore, in all honesty. But that rear's heavily getting murdered. Now, that thing's getting shot in the rear, so that may actually... the Lancer may not survive. I thought it was actually safe from harm. So, you don't really got much mobility with that said. But you could be out of range of the damn thing now, too. Because look at that thing run. It is definitely running, and I think I still gotta try some defensive maneuvers. It is being hacked, but fire control is the only thing being hacked, so... I should seriously try boosting. It's not gonna do much, but it's... and I don't think I'm gonna get much repair value out of it either. But this Nemesis is almost gone. It just took a massive amount of missiles. And offensive posture should finish that off. And now it just comes down to how... ooh, I think they killed all the Raiders, so... that eliminates one problem. Which were the Raiders chipping down my Manticore at this point. Now let's go after the other Nemesis. Since that's going to be a pain in the ass to go after. Now our job is to keep the Lancer alive somehow. Emphasis on somehow though. Because I may be just resorting to long-range missile fire on that second Talon. Once I kill the first one anyway. And I think this thing's already dead. I don't think focus fire is really needed, but I don't see any other options, at least for this thing. So finish this off. Stay alive. You are. The Lancer is taking hits, though. I thought that when I saw it stop firing, that it was actually safe from harm.
We've lost a Manticore, sir.
Nah. Otherwise, I would have turned that thing around. I misunderstood when it stopped firing there. That I thought it was out of range. Well, first casualty of the campaign so far goes to the Lancer. Not something to celebrate, though. And I think we get this Manticore ready to hunt down our second Nemesis. Will these two hopefully finish off this one? We will see. And navigation's all fully repaired there, so you should have no issue shooting down our friend. Also, how is this Talon doing? Still running like crazy. Now kill this thing off. It is shooting the front, mind you, so it's not as useful as I thought it would be.
Manticore is taking damage.
It could still die. Okay, that is gone. Now, what Manticore's taking hits? Just on the rear, go figure. Top armor is still good, so
On it, Commander.
let's lower elevation. And try and get in front of this thing. That will help minimize damage on me some. And we'll do what damage we can while this thing continues to run like a wuss. And the missiles are starting to hit too, I think. The rear armor's now gone, so it may just dive to the next missile salvo. Now, you
Yes,
are
sir.
running. It goes without saying, that gives me just time to repair my fire control, I think. No need to boost. Just go full on repair. Now, more torpedoes. Going on to Daedalus, that's fine. That town's gone in its spectacular glory. And unfortunately, this thing's turning. And you are fully armored there. Let's see, which one is this? This is a Perseus, so you're fine. And ideally, get underneath this thing. So maybe it won't shoot you while you're getting free shots with your missiles. That's the idea anyway. We'll see how it works. So long as your rear's not exposed, you should be okay. And it has fire control going on the Perseus. About halfway back up. So long as this Talon does not keep shooting at you, you're fine. And here comes the missiles now, right into the rear. Kill the engines, that make it a sane duck, pretty much. That's what I would like. Navigations took big hit there. Not enough to kill the engines, sadly, but
Yes, sir.
we could try and get behind it there. Kind of like as we were face off against an Orc Death Dealer. Now, you're turning around, so it'll be a few more turns till I'm about to gauge you. I have missiles, but I'll save that until I'm ready to turn on the go full on fire mode. And I guess I can't even fire because fire control is currently being repaired anyway. So I don't think it makes much of a difference. You are getting shot at though, so we need to be careful there. Oh, and you're shooting the bottom. So that's a little inconvenient. I was hoping to keep shooting the rear. Alright, I get the hint. Let's raise our elevation some. Raise our elevation, get the shooting, and be careful about ramming, because we're getting close to that.
Understood.
Now, you still have armor on the rear. You're going to be hopefully fully repaired next turn.
Understood.
And I might actually have you go defensive posture and make sure of that. Here's hoping. And then we unload on that Nemesis next turn. And if these can damage the engines, that would be great. Right now it's just hitting the bottom armor. Not very exciting. And I have enough armor to take these hits really well. And there's a collision course. So, gotta be mindful of my rear armor again, because you are going to take a big hit. So get underneath this thing, hell. If it's at all possible, just boost
Understood.
under it. Probably a terrible idea, mind you, because I don't get as much... I can't descend as much as I want. And just follow underneath it there. You may not get to do a whole lot, but at least your rear will be safe this way. While the Lycosis tries for another attack run. So Perseus, you are pretty much fully operational, so now's the time to start shooting my missiles at this damn Nemesis that's slowly dying a miserable death.
Yes, Commander.
Because it has no point defense to deal with this, the Viper squads that I'm shooting at it. Now, how is it going here? So more torpedoes, so I didn't take any attempts to dodge, right? Nope, those are just regular seeker missiles, never mind. So, missiles are back online, which is good.
Missiles on their way.
It's part of the plan I had in mind, so let's massacre the rear armor some more and see if we can get some aggressive fire going on here, if I'm so lucky. And what about the Perseus? Not really much you could do aside for boost, I guess. You already fired your missiles, so you're fine. It's gonna take a few turns before they even get to do anything, mind you. And apparently there's only 3 missiles and not 4, so that 1 point of fire control just denied me 1 potential missile shot. Not a big deal, mind you, but for burst damage, getting that damage is kind of important. And that's getting hammered nicely.
Yes, Commander.
I approve of this. Now, can we finish it off without too much more effort? I think we can, but now we gotta make sure we're in fire range. And turning off the boost is gonna be really
On it,
handy.
Commander.
As I'm almost in fire range, hell, I gotta go aggressive posture if I want to shoot at this thing. Now, let's finish this. This thing should be dead in another turn or 2. Although, I'm not quite getting the shots I want with my second Manticore, but... Okay, there, that's more like it. That is much more like it. Now this thing is dead.
On it, Commander.
It sadly cost me a Manticore, but that's what I get for not failing to kill the damn
Yes, Commander.
first Talon in the first 2 turns like I want. It was a really bad angle. It was turning conveniently. Now, rear top's already gone. So, what that tells me is try and keep higher elevation to it so I can murder it some more. Now, end this thing off, shall we? That has like no health left. That's gone. Perseus, how are you doing? Getting hacked. Well, that just means you're not taking any damage, so I think you're okay. Yep, another turn and we are done. I just gotta make sure my ships are not gonna collide with me, or with each other.
Yes, sir.
And we're done with Chapter 4, I think. It cost me a Manticore, the Lancer is gone, alas, but I already got 2 replacements for it. I just would have liked to be well underway, getting my second fleet going, though.
All Dratus contacts are clear. We are go to jump to Helios Gamma, sir.
I'll sleep better when I can see the Ragnar clouds again. I don't think I've had more than 4 hours of rack time since Pygon.
We aren't safe yet. I want the Daedalus in Helios Gamma before we're attacked again.
Yes, Admiral. FTL drives our spooling. Commander, we'll jump on your word.
Alright, let's see how effective this actually was in visually, I suppose, with this 4 Manticore strafing run there that I tried to do on this damn Talon. It has really thick side armor, and that of course denied me the kill I wanted, so kinda hard to gauge how to do that better when it's conveniently turning as soon as it was getting firing range, so don't think there was much more I could do aside from maybe move faster forward to minimize damage, I don't know, or maybe slow down more. Hard to say, and who knows how much the Raiders actually did in terms of damage too. Because that side armor took so much damage, and I'm not seeing the Raiders shooting down any of the missiles, so that was sort of unhindered, I think. Yeah, it doesn't even want to show the poor Talon getting shot down, so I have no idea how impressive it was. But there's the torpedoes. I was already turning, thankfully, so the Manticore relatively takes those hits really well. It's only, what, 2, 3? Yeah, only 2, 3 torpedoes, so that's fine. I don't know if that was the Lancer that took those hits, though. But yeah, I misread the fact that the Talon was still in range of the damn, well, the Manticore. And of course they can just change their subsystems so drastically anyway. I should have tried turning that thing around to get the front armor to take the hits, in all honesty. So I messed up there a bit. Probably should have turned it around because I was kind of worried the Raiders or the Nemesis would have finished it off if I left the rear armor vulnerable to them. So let's see, the one Talon's just getting hunted down by all the missiles that have tried to fly away from desperately, but to no avail. But there goes the poor Lancer. I just kept its rear facing the Talon too long. I'm surprised it's not showing. Oh, there's the missiles right there on the Talon. That's about to be obliterated as it tries desperately to run to the other side of the galaxy. To no avail. Now, let's see. It's just this one Talon that's the issue. Because apparently the one Nemesis was so easy to pick off with my one Manticore and 2 Vipers, so don't know how I could have done this better. It stripped a lot of its armor really quickly, though. I just tried to get in its blind spot, and that wasn't very effective, I think. At least it took the hits relatively well, since both the fronts still had full armor on them, so they were pretty good there in that regard. Now, finish it off for us. Let's move on to bigger and better things. As, of course, with they are kind of like flying away from me to extreme extents, though, so it's kind of making it difficult for me to kill them off, though. Because that one nemesis also was like on the other side of the map, too, with how it was trying to do damage to the Daedalus. Definitely questionable that kind of split it up one by one. What the ones with the torpedo shooting at my Manticore, and that nemesis trying to shoot at the Daedalus. But thankfully, it had plenty of health at least, so it's still fine. There goes our Talon. This kills our Talon, right? No, not quite. It's definitely dragging on. I can't wait for the bigger battles to make it look more of a spectacle, though. Because this just seems like a needlessly drawn out skirmish. Now finish it! Finish it! We already know it's hacking the Manticore, we already know it's being shot at, so this thing should be dead. I just don't know how long it's... Okay, there, that answers my question. I was about to say how long it'll take for it to actually die. Now, onward to bigger and better things. We're going to replace our Lancer for the main fleet.
What happened at Pycon and Caprica is unacceptable. If we're to get a handle on this war, we need offensive forces out there actively repelling these Cylon incursions. Commander, small strike groups may suffice for scouting. But to defend the colonies, we require full capital fleet groups led by officers of Colonial Fleet.
So it's time to get our first officer there.
I recommend you recruit experienced officers to provide strategic oversight to our fleets.
Sir, one of McKinley's officers survived the attack on Pycon. We could recruit them to help aboard Daedalus.
So this one here, he's all about... I think all of them are basically the same size for the fleet bonus here, so he improves the command center, basically. So I'm just going to take him for the Daedalus, I think, while I improve everything else. Posture range. Ooh, +2 to posture range, huh, that's interesting. Because that's kind of what I think the CIC does, or no, I'm not, no, that's something different entirely, I think. Either way, let's get our first officer.
Once an officer has been recruited, they need to be assigned to the fleet group they will oversee.
Now, assigned to the Daedalus, I think is safe to say. 10 thulium, though. Costs money to just transport there, I guess.
This officer is experienced enough to be promoted. Hand them their new badge, Commander.
So,
as they become more experienced, officers can choose to focus on fleet-wide tactics or bolster the strength of their personal flagship.
Yeah, I think I might increase the size there, although I do want to focus on a secondary fleet, so I don't think this is going to help me very much, at least now.
The presence of a colonial fleet officer at a colony will encourage the local government to pay their Tilium stipend. We didn't create the articles just to have them ignored.
So what are these icons here? Oh, Signet Advisory. I don't know what all this means.
Commander,
I'll probably look at it after
it is
stream.
your job to keep the Daedalus well-resourced and the 12 colonies defended. I have other business to attend to. Lieutenant Agathon will brief you when I have further commands.
So now it's time to get our secondary fleet all established. I know I don't want to end the turn, but I guess you're forcing me to. Oh well.
New Adamant has been deployed.
So we got a 5-turn objective there. We got our secondary fleet all set up. Look at all that. I would have loved to have built more ships, but it won't let me, I guess. Oh well, the shipyards were already preoccupied, so I think we're fine. So now it's just a question of what do I build? I could build another Manticore. And I would love to try out the Berzerk there. I did test it out in a skirmish, I just don't know its practical use. Because I think it has more potent cannons than the Adamant. Slightly more potent there anyway, but I think the Adamant's more of a nice, well-rounded type of ship there. So it might be more useful, at least for, like, the mainstay more generic, but we'll build we'll build a Berzerk, because why not? And I think I can only build 3 ships at a time, I believe, so I think we're good on the thulium count for now. Now, let's get our Second fleet all established. Now I gotta figure out which one is my second fleet. So I did that wrong, I think. But let's see, 750 points. So you'll just join the adamant there? Actually. Okay, 2 adamants. Okay, I think I gotta figure it out now. We're gonna have the 2 adamants group up together. And the 1 manticore will join that, and that'll be a 2,000 point fleet there. If I did that right, which I don't think I did. And this 1 manticore can easily join the Daedalus. Oh, I got 2 manticores there, which is kind of okay, since I have the points now to justify it. Oh, there's not an easy way to just transfer the entire fleet, is there? There we go. Now, I think these should immediately be able to jump for free. They just need a captain or officer to help with that, though. So, confirm the jump. And I think Delos is going to cost 130 for each jump, so... Do I wait a turn? How much am I going to get in thulium a turn? Is there like an easy way? Let's see, income's plus 100, so... I guess that answers my question. I could afford a single jump. And I'll wait another turn. The Daedalus is fine enough. It should be capable of defending itself, right? I would like another officer for a second fleet, though, but none are available. Never mind. Ooh, blueprints. Let's not forget about that. I can get torpedoes. I'm going to have to figure out how I can equip them to my ships, though. Okay, let's see. Torpedo munition can be equipped with a unit during FTL insertion. Whatever that means. What exactly does that mean, I wonder? Well, I'll have to figure it out one way or the other, regardless. And we'll get an officer for the second squad soon enough, and hopefully it'll be good enough. It's not quite as burst damagey as, say, the 4 manticores, mind you. But it should be a lot more potent in a straight-up fight, here's hoping. Let's see. Let's try and deal with some Cylons, though. Autosave. We have 4 turns to go to this objective here, which I would like an officer for first. And I don't know what happened to... I thought it was going to attack a Cylon fleet, considering I just literally jumped right here. I'm not sure what's going on there. Either way, it's going to cost me a bit, so... I'll worry about jumping that planet after a bit. Actually, can I still get... Ooh, now I can get an officer. Perfect. That's what I was waiting for. How much exactly does it cost, though? And he's an explorer, so he's just for navigational system, mind you, so... Okay, 500 requisition points, so I actually don't have enough, damn it. Oh no. Oh, promotion cost. Okay, never mind. I misread that. I thought that was like how much to recruit him, so... He may not be what I want there for the animus, but it works. He definitely fits with what I'm looking for as far as an officer so far, and really I can just swap him out to a different fleet as we get more established, so... Thulium, I want to try building our manticore, since that's good. Let's see, this is on... Yeah, that's not building yet, so we're good with that for the time being. And I'll wait one more turn for the FTL recharge, and then I'll jump on over to Helios Gamma. And hopefully the Daedalus can secure that western area there. Well, hopefully this fleet is capable enough to deal with our Cylon threat. I'm hoping.
Corvette is ready for orders.
Why is no battles going on? Is there something going on I'm not aware of, or am I just in the wrong spot? Oh, there's 2 fleets here at Caprica. I guess that's what's going on, damn it. So let me just transfer this manticore over, and then I think we're ready to jump. Oh, and now our story objectives just appeared, so I think we're going to get ready for that too. And it's only cost 10, so let's go on over there, and then I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this fleet. I could head over to the story objective and at least try and deal with the Cylon fleet there. It's only going to cost me, well, it's going to cost me 80 for a jump, but I got the resources. I'm at least okay there, I think. We'll see if the animates are enough, though, for what we have in mind. I thought we were going to have a battle here, and I'm a little bit disappointed I missed it. I did that wrong. So let's see. We have 2 missions here. We got freighters, and then we got Chapter 5. I don't know which one I select first. Either way, I think I have the means, or I could postpone, but I'm hoping this is for the freighters. We're committing either way, so this could be a mistake. We will see. Okay, this is for the freighter one, so if I remember correctly, we have to protect some freighters until they warp out, but who knows what they're going to be fighting up against. And we have some adamants. We do have an officer to help improve my abilities a little bit, if not much, though. Let's see, supply cost 0, Zulium 221. So, this is how I changed their weaponry. Okay. I don't actually... I'm curious, though. Normally these would cost more points, wouldn't they? Either way, this is good to know. I could get a Raptor. I think I might go with the torpedoes because they might be more practical since I can shoot them at range, and I don't know if the AI is going to account for dodging them very well. We'll see. This might be cheesing mechanics a little bit, though, so I may not commit too much to the torpedoes to try and avoid ruining the fun, but if we're going to have so many battles that it's going to drag out the campaign, I might cheese it a little bit to speed up some of these skirmishes. We'll see. But they all got torpedoes. It does cost me resources, though, so I gotta be careful about overdoing it.
Prepared to jump in 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's see what we have to fight here. Hopefully this 2,000 point
Contact
fleet
with
is
objective.
enough.
Civilian IFF confirmed. Hostiles are also in the zone.
So we got 4 ships there. Where are the freighters? Oh. There's a freighter. Is that the only one? I think that's the only one, so that's the one we have to protect then. So I like to fire torpedoes, but I need to know which way they're going, if they're coming straight at me or not. And I also have Vipers to kind of also send out, so let's get ourselves situated and ready. And see what happens here? There's 4 ships, so I'm hoping I'm not outnumbered here. I'm hoping it's just 4 Nemesis. Maybe. If I was so lucky. And I kind of want the adamants to kind of protect each other some too, to an extent. And I don't know what exactly I want the Manticore to do just yet, but maybe poke and try and harass at range, and at least give me vision to make a good judgment call. I'll wait a turn before I commit with the torpedoes, though. Because it looks like they're all turning anyway, so that's probably not going to be as effective. Yeah, they're all doing drastic turns. I would not have been able to hit. I could shoot torpedoes at that one, though. So I will try shooting
Missiles
2
on their
series of
way.
torpedoes at the one coming straight at me. I'm going to hold off on the Manticores for now. And if that turns out to be a big whiff, I'm going to hang on to the rest for later.
Yes, sir.
And these are currently 1 squadron. We did not see any fighters, so that's a good indicator for me. I think that these are 4 Nemesis. I'm hoping they're 4 Nemesises, at least. But torpedoes are going. Well, that was amusing. And at least it wasn't me, right, who just collided 2 ships into the fleet. Can I brag those were the most effective torpedoes I ever shot so far? Is that a thing I could brag about? I don't think so, but it's still...
Understood.
I'm going to take it that way for the time being. But now, we're off to a good start with that said. At least it speeds up
On it,
this
Commander.
mission for me some. I don't know how it happened, mind you, but still. I am happy for it. Now let's focus on this one here. And try and do extra damage to this one, because I don't think the one on the left's going to do much, at least as far as to the convoy anyway. The freighter, it's perfectly safe. And I think this was supposed to enhance my scouting range, is it? I don't know if it shows anywhere. No, there it is. It already gives it like +1 to navigation, or at least 5% boost, only to get higher, so that could be useful for like a mobile squad, or at least a long-range type of squad. I don't know how I can get the value out of it just yet, but I still have torpedoes. Oh, that explains it. This is the new Cylon ship.
Confirms unit is hostile.
These are the Seratist gunships. Okay, I thought they were Nemesis all this time. So are they both Seratist then? No, that one's a Nemesis, so that one's like even less of a threat, but it's also got missiles, so let's not get cocky. It can still do a surprising amount of damage. And no, I don't want to ram you, but I do want to shoot you. It might be hard to shoot
Missiles
torpedoes at you with how aggressive you are going, though, but I'm going to try and shoot you regardless. And animates, I forgot to turn on my range indicator, so that would be helpful for gauging how effective this attack is going to be. And they should be able to deal with the gunship relatively easily. Once they can get in range, anyway. There, those are the torpedo hits we want. That's how torpedoes were designed to be. Shoot at point-blank range when they have no means to actually avoid them. Although, go figure, my fire controls getting hacked again. Too little too late there, I think. I do need to get the animates lower, so they can keep shooting at this damn thing.
Yes,
and the torpedoes are going to be up next turn for maybe the Nemesis if I'm so lucky. Because I don't think I need them for this thing. It's taking damage relatively well, though. It's still... Oh, never mind. It might die next turn. I still got full armor and everything, so now it's just a matter of making sure... Actually, I don't want to fly that. That's asking for a ram, I think. Now, let's just get the Vipers to go after the Nemesis and at least start chipping it down, because I don't think the Adamants need to do a whole lot. In fact, they could just fire. Maybe at the Nemesis if I'm so lucky. They could hit the Nemesis. It depends on what kind of movement it's going to do, though. Which is a little bit harder with AI. At least with players, I could sort of get a vague reading of how they're going to move to judge how effective the torpedoes might be at this range, but I have no idea with the AI, let alone this thing seems maneuverable as hell, so it probably could still dodge if it does a drastic move. It might just die right now, which I'm happy for. Now there's a hit. There goes the front and the top armor immediately, almost instantly, so there's a torpedo salvo I'm happy with. Now, I don't think you're unfortunately going to do a lot there, Metis. I don't know how exactly it's pronounced, so you just repair. Just do what you do while hopefully these two Adamants can finish off this thing for me. I forgot to turn on focus fire, mind you, so this may not be all that effective. But it's not going to live much longer. I just got to make sure now I don't ram into the freighter, since I am kind of forgetting about it. So I don't even know where the freighter is right now, so let's fix that. Okay, it's way over there, it's perfectly safe. No one's going to hurt it, but apparently it did take some hits of some kind. I don't know what hit it. Maybe it was missiles? Because I don't see fighters. It may have rammed into some kind of... It could have ran into some debris is the only thing I could think of, so that's all the more reason why I need to pay attention to that. So, is this thing dead? Nope, it's turning, unfortunately, so it's going to live for another turn. And Manticore's got most of his fire control back up, so now you can fire torpedoes, maybe get some shots in. And you two can finish it off for me as well, here's hoping. And your hangars gain hacked? That's not going to help much. I'm sorry to say, Cylons. For as intelligent as you are, that was probably not going to do you much, but you are going to dodge the torpedoes, you lucky bugger. It's still over. That was kind of quick, wasn't it? With how they rammed themselves, so... At least I'm not the only one who's victim to that kind of effect, thankfully. Now we just gotta wait for this thing to warp on out, I guess, since everything's dead. There's not really much more to do. We killed them too quickly. Although the Cylons did help me a little bit. And there's 2 more rounds, so recall everything. Not that it really matters. Just have them go their separate ways so that way I don't accidentally collide them into anything.
Understood.
And make sure this thing doesn't get hit by anything either. And then we're all done. Now... one more turn, and then this should be over, here's hoping, unless there's a surprise or something that I'm not aware of. And then we get some resources as a bonus, I think. Maybe? I never did check what the bonus was. So you're out, and now what's left? I think we wait another turn, I guess. I'm hoping. I hope it doesn't really hang on me just because those 2 ships decided to crash into each other.
All hostiles
Oh, there
are
we go.
down. Civilian is free to move.
Alright, so that's good. I'm not going to do the replay for that. That didn't seem like it was all that exciting. It had an anticlimactic ending, or beginning there. So, I want to postpone Chapter 5, I think. Wait until the other ship's finished, so postpone that.
New adamant has been deployed.
There. So now, I can mix this up some. Because we got too many Manticores anyway, so transfer them out. Oh, we also have the Berzerk built, so that's kind of nice. I don't know how exactly I'm going to get the points to line up, but we'll see. And I may have the Berzerk go into this group. How many Manticores do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be too many there. A little bit. So Lepitus, you're gonna leave that and join that squad. The Berzerk is gonna go with Daedalus. Yeah, that's a little bit better as far as the fleet points. Not perfectly optimized, but we can fix that soon enough. And we got 2 more officers to get. So now the big question: what do I want to get? That's for Armory. I don't know how... That seems kind of pointless in all honesty, at least currently. Maybe later game might be useful. In Tech Bay? Tech Bay might be useful. Dreas range for the flagship only. Let me look at their other traits that might be handy. Marine strength. Munition salvo. Ooh, that sounds fun. More explosives, more weaponry. I don't know what counts as the flagship. Whatever's the first one, I guess, so... we'll recruit Letitia. We'll have her for the 3rd fleet there. We still got some work to do, though. And I have William to build more ships, too, so let's get started on that. Wow, I got tons of William now. Let's splurge a bit, shall we? Sure, I am not rushing anything, though. That sounds like a horrible way to spend my money. I like the wealth, mind you, but I think that's a horrible idea, so... we're going to have 1 Manticore building there. We're going to build another Manticore to replace it for next turn, and then 2 Adamants and my Manticore hero all finish at once. Ooh, we got 2 more objectives right next to my Adamant fleet, so I'm happy about that, but unless I could get a promotion, I don't think I'm capable of fighting off 2 Cylon fleets. Well, I found out that I could fight them one at a time, but am I willing to commit to that? Let's see, I can promote her. I can promote him, that might help. Let's see. For 170 requisitions, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna need more ships though for this to be useful though. So maybe I go for the objective first, although I need to wait for my drives to kind of spool up anyway, so... and Letitia, we need to assign you, but... actually, I'm planning on using the current Manticores to kind of reinforce, so I don't think that's a big deal. And I have William, so they can jump easily enough. And wait, before I do any jumping, how long till my next ship's build? Okay, another Manticore in 1 turn, so maybe I can wait. Wait another turn, that will get rid of the FTL recharge, or the cost completely. All 3 Manticores jump together. It's still a question if I want to... oh, what is
Cylon
this?
strike force for a while now. No civilians are present, so maximum force is encouraged.
Yeah, this might get a little bit harder. I want to upgrade my fleet, though. And this is the one that's currently over in Daedalus, is it? Or with the Daedalus, so what about this one?
A civilian freighter has sent out a distress signal after a failed atmospheric entry attempt.
So,
Go see what's wrong.
I'm definitely going to have to go to one of them, I think, if I want to maximize my value. And we're going to get ready to do a story mission as well. This is intelligence, so no blueprints are available, are they? Oh, I guess this is what... No, that's... I was going to say, maybe this is what chapter it unlocks at, but... Three things unlock at chapter 5, which I seriously doubt. I thought it was just a Viper that unlocks, so... What is my plan here? Because Vergon is also being harassed, so I need to try to help Caprica quickly. I just have no idea what's there. What's the reward? That might see 600 and 600. And what about this one?
Present, so maximum force is encouraged. A civilian freighter has sent out a distress signal.
Well, I still have to recharge anyway, so I kind of got a few turns.
Go
so
see what's wrong.
Let's continue building, and then we'll do chapter 5. And it looks like they moved off Caprica now, so maybe I can get away with it. So let's do chapter 5. We got a good fleet now for it. Let's have some fun and continue on with the story there. So this should be pretty good fleet. I have no idea what to expect though, so let's take our time with this. Because I don't know if I'm going to get flanked like before or not, and we got new ships to play with. We got a Berzerk, we got an Adamant, and we have 4 Manticores again. Let's not get them blown up. And this time I think I'm going to have them in pairs to kind of group up together. And also, I can use torpedoes. I have the thulium for it, but do I want to spend all that thulium? Because what? I'm not going with Raptors there. We do have more... We probably have a larger fleet than was expected for this type of mission too, with the officer being upgraded, so... Let's get a couple torpedoes. The Berzerk and Adamant will keep with the guided missiles, because I don't think they're going to be that close anyway. And how much is this going to cost me? Oh, it's going to cost me no supply because they're with the Daedalus. Okay. That I'm perfectly fine with. It makes all these tweaks for free, basically, so I'm fine with it. And there's currently 5 targets, so who knows what that means. And Manticores probably get a little bit more further forward, since they are more mobile and I can use them to scout a bit. And we'll see what the Berzerk is actually capable of, because I already know what to expect of the Adamant. But new ships is always fun. It helps diverse things a little bit.
2,
Allow me
1.
to have more diversity in my fleet compositions, maybe. I just gotta figure out what the Berzerk can do that the Adamant cannot, though.
Multiple Dratus contacts, Commander. Scorpion Intel has already confirmed hostile bogies.
I knew they were under pressure out here, but this is the worst I've seen the Scorpion shipyards. Incredible they can get anything done under these conditions.
Well, apparently they're busy working on an Atlas of some kind there, and God knows what are fleet ships. Well, it looks like there's 2 Atlases there. Alright, let's try and clear out their problem some. We also got 2 we got 4 Vipers to join the fray, so... Let's have fun with that. Adamant, your Viper's coming out. Your Viper's coming out. And again, we're just going to watch their movement to see if any are coming straight at me. So maybe I can just unload with a crazy amount of torpedoes and have some fun ruining the Cylon fleet's day. Now, let's see what they do. Let's pay close attention to their movement and of course any fighters that may be coming this way. No, they're just going straight to the left. Okay, we got 2 Talons, I'm assuming. And then whatever these other 3 are. Since this is a story mission, I'm assuming those are Nemesis. So we got the straight up better firepower, but this looks like a perfect opportunity to shoot the Talon.
Understood.
Ooh, I'm gonna have fun with this. I missed out on an opportunity to snipe one last, was it chapter 4?
Commander.
So I'm hoping to correct that with these torpedoes now. This is gonna be brutal. And apparently the Daedalus, oh, it saved my groups apparently. So that is actually really convenient. I was half worried that it would not save that. At least for the campaign anyway, so it will remember what kind of squadron they are, so... Let's get this second Viper squadron as part of Blue Squad, or Squad 2 then. If I can right-click on the damn thing. We'll go 2 by 2, and we'll just have them spot a little bit, or at least get ready to protect the Manticore some. I'm not going to get too ridiculous because they can still die horribly, and I like to use them for more defensive purposes, but if it's two fighter
sir.
squadrons versus 4, then I should just be the aggressor in all honesty. We'll see what happens. Torpedoes are about to unload, and I'm excited to see how these work. This might hurt a bit. Keep flying towards it, please.
Hostile unit identified.
Ooh, that was brutal. There goes your front armor. There goes your right armor. Now we just gotta focus fire and finish the job. Yeah, I think we're overpowered for this mission here a little bit, which I'm fine with. It's gonna get harder pretty quickly. So I'm going to relish this moment while I can and hopefully use this as an opportunity to not get extra casualties. Now, Adamant and Berzerk, you're just going to start turning and provide
Understood.
some support fire for these raiders, I think. I don't know which is better.
So say we all.
I know the Adamant has the faster firing guns, I think. Yeah, you do .4 while the Berzerk has the bigger cannons, I believe. So actually I may be wrong. You help destroy the Talon, I think, because I imagine your accuracy is not very good. And maybe the Adamant helps shoots down the Vipers. I don't know how actually useful that is, in all honesty, but we're doing it nonetheless, and everything goes aggressive posture, because there's no Nemesis in range just yet to cause issues, so I'm fine with this. Just make sure I'm spread out enough, and murder this thing immediately, please. That's what I want. So we do have missiles coming up, but that's dead. Oh, they brought the big guns. We got missiles flying in now. The Revenant is here to play, and that's basically a Minotaur. For those of you who watch my multiplayer games, you know what a Minotaur is. It's a big giant gunship I try to use to blow stuff up, and this might hurt a bit. I need to get lower. Ooh, and there's my posture gain. I can improve my posture some, apparently, so +6 instead of +4. So I don't know how much exactly it helps me. Let's see. Where's my armor? Oh, engineering. So we're now at 26% damage reduction. Let's see, 18% repair. And originally it was what? Just what was it before? So that's just giving me like 6% extra damage reduction. So that's like 30% increase, roughly.
Yes,
If that's
sir.
valuable or not remains to be seen, but this might hurt a bit. I think we disengage and just go for another torpedo run on that thing.
Yes, sir.
While the Adamant and Berzerk start shooting at that. Although I'm sure my Manticores could do some damage, but not going straight at it. Because it's just asking to get hit by these other two ships that are unknown just yet, so just dive low, minimize the damage, keep an eye on the armor too. And also focus fire might help some. Because I got enough Vipers to just kill off their fleet or fighters really easily, so I'm not worried about that. I just gotta split up my Vipers, I think. So they can at least distract the raiders. Oh, no, we already got Vipers there, we're fine.
Squadron target is confirmed.
So, you go. Oh, they were just doing a move order, that's why. I thought they were already engaging stuff, but so yeah, just shoot at them. I don't. I would like these to actually shoot down those missiles. I don't know how to actually shoot them, though. That's the only problem. I would love to shoot those missiles down. I'm just going to do a move order in its path and see what happens. If I could select... Oh, something bugs out. Oh, that's just... Oh, selecting a target because I accidentally told defend, that's why. So we'll see if these could shoot down the missiles or not. I have no clue, and I'm going to try anyway to see.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
So that's a lot of shots there. That thing's going to get hit hard. It's already losing the right armor.
Missiles incoming!
And missile... That did not do anything to stop the missiles, alas. Nope, reinforcements.
Commander, I'm seeing hostile contacts not engaged in the fighting. They appear to be scouting the Scorpio fleet's wreckages.
They'll be scavenging for ammunition. Destroy the wreckages before the Cylons can turn our own slugs against us, Commander.
Commander, a word? I don't often have the luxury of investigating field damage. A few moments of footage before you destroy those hulls could provide invaluable data.
Alright, so things are getting a little bit different here. So investigate the wreckage. It's a shame I had to conveniently turn away from that, goddammit. If I knew... I think that's what the Vipers are for. So... Viper Squad's gonna go explore that, while these other ones just shoot down the Raiders for me. That's the hope anyway. I only need a single Viper Squad though, so let's just separate them into group 3. That should make it a little bit easier. So Yellow Squad, you're gonna deal with the Raiders, or
Yes,
help with
sir.
the Raiders, and then Squad 1. Is that the one I have set to move over there? No, it isn't. So let's fix that. Yeah, so you're the ones who are gonna shoot at the Raiders and make their day miserable. That sounds like a good plan. It was a horrible failure trying to shoot down those missiles, alas, but
Yes,
not much
sir.
I can do about that, unfortunately. Go defensive posture. Adamant's just going to continue going this way. We have torpedoes coming up next turn. That's going to really make that...
On it, Commander.
That's going to make that Revenant miserable, so I look forward to that. But we are going to have to get turned around, is what this tells me.
Yes, sir.
This is getting a lot more dangerous than I thought, and I don't know what those contacts are, so... And I gotta be careful, this is also a dangerous maneuver, so... Let's get ready for the actual torpedo run to destroy that Revenant. I think that's the scariest thing that we have to fight.
Understood.
And how's your hull looking like? You're just being hacked, so you're at no real risk of getting destroyed just yet. But the lower you are, the better, I think, for your top armor. Also, let's wind the gap a little bit. There we go. Berzerk, you should be okay. Vipers know what they're doing, so hopefully the Viper's all I need to actually scout that. That would be kind of nice. And this Berzerk is still taking hits, but it's mitigating a lot of that damage now with its armor turned. Now, can we destroy this Revenant? I would love that. It may be massive overkill, though. And actually, I'm going to have to change elevation so these manticores don't hit each other, too. So we're going to try that. And we're actually going to go full aggressive posture, too, I think. That will maximize the amount of torpedoes I can shoot. And, let's see. Oh, one of them's also having their firewall hacks, or their fire control hacks. So which one is that? I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure which one it was that's getting hacked, so I'm a little bit worried there. But Tech Bay... I think Tech Bay needs to be repaired, otherwise I'm going to have really bad means of repairing my other systems, isn't it? Oh, that's for sensor range. Never mind. And it's also for my firewall. I could kind of live with the Tech Bay being damaged for now. I thought it was important for, like, repairs.
So say we all.
Because I don't think the Berzerk's actually vulnerable to getting hacked just yet. So, Adamant, you're going to continue escorting these ones. And we do have missiles that I've kind of been neglecting a bit on the Adamant, so... Let's get a couple of shots in and try and soften up that armor. Well, hopefully this Revenant takes a big beating. And I will... Yeah, I'll fire the torpedoes on this thing.
Missiles on their way.
Change elevation a slight bit so that I'm not hitting myself.
Missile tubes
And actually, I'm
prepped.
going to go defensive posture on these two. It'll minimize the amount of torpedoes I spend, and it'll help protect them from that Talon shot, so... And those Viper Raiders better be getting murdered right now, because I have one squad flying away. Oh, and they're all... Well, that's convenient. They're all shooting at the wrong Raider squadron, so... I may still lose these Vipers if I'm not careful, apparently. Well, that was a mistake. Needless to say. I thought I had the other squad shooting at the different Raiders, so we'll have that move over there as it fall back. And these torpedoes are firing.
Manticore's taking damage.
God damn it. It still hit myself. I was hoping I had that prepared. That is embarrassing. That's a shame. At least it's not... I didn't lose it
Understood.
just yet, but... I thought the elevation change was enough. Maybe I changed it afterwards. How bad is it? So the right side's completely gone. His left is almost completely shot. So this isn't going to do a whole lot. But we are at the rear of the Revenant. So I could still shoot it. But I think we have to do a roll switch here. I think the Nyx has to hang back.
Yes,
With that
sir.
said,
Yes, sir.
while the Kosis gets in front. So hopefully maybe draw more of its fire that way. That's the idea anyway. But we are kind of spread out, but we did do a lot of damage to this Talon. Now we're in position to just wreck its day. With it, we got a good opportunity to shoot its rear. Adamant, I don't know what exactly the Talon did just yet, but left armor is being crippled, so Berzerk is taking heavy hits, and I may have to resort to turn its front there to kind of to soak more of the damage. So can I explore that wreckage some while those things are flying over there? It doesn't say anything about destroying the wreckage just yet, but these manticores are probably the ones that are going to have to do it, so I take that back. Let's keep
Understood.
moving. Keep trying to move forward there. If in fact the Nyx might actually do that, if possible. So keep shooting this thing. That's going to take heavy hits. The Berzerk has lost all its armor, so we got to be careful there. And the Revenant's also turning around for a strike. So I guess flying over there did absolutely nothing. I think I need an actual ship over there, so that's a shame. Don't
So
worry.
say we all.
I think we got an answer for that. Now, which one's size this? The right side, so that Revenant's going to be completely shielded. So that's going to live for a little bit longer, I think, but the Nyx is going to pull on out. We're going to try and kill his Talon. And we're going to hopefully get our nice missiles barrage ready for the
Understood.
Revenant. Berzerk has no armor left, though, so I have two options. Either disengage or just turn the front to it. I think I'll have it fly away, so that way it's not at risk of getting shot by the Revenant. And then I'll turn around when this thing finally dies, because everything else should be more manageable. Here's hoping. Now, let's try and get these manticores to do something. Actually, I should have this other manticore join, because I don't know if I'm going to have to destroy these things next after I get to there to scan. Come on, Talon. Good, that's gone. We got double hack going on here, alas. I don't know what that noise was exactly, but you're going to boost on forward.
Understood.
And scout that. And maybe... Well, you've got rear fire weapons.
say
You've
we
got
all.
rear weapons to shoot at that Revenant, so it's not much,
Yes,
but it'll
sir.
help do damage to it. Especially now that you're shooting at the side that's got its armor shot down.
So say we all.
Now, keep a good eye on the elevation, keep an eye on armor. Both these are in good shape, so long as the Nemesis don't try and do anything funny.
On it, Commander.
And let's not try and shoot ourselves again. That might be a good idea. And the Berzerk is now safe from harm, so you just can do a complete 180. I just gotta make sure you're rotating to full effect, and I'm still okay with the tech bay not being utilized. And what are the Vipers doing? Just finishing off the heavy raiders. Ooh. We got heavy raiders now for boarding, so interested to see how that plays out. What about... Oh, that's unidentified, so without a doubt I want one of them to go after them, because they should not be as
Squadron
dangerous
target
as the
is
regular
confirmed.
raiders, here's hoping. I'm just not sure yet, so let's shoot down the raiders. Hopefully do damage to this thing. We are doing damage, but I'm taking a lot of rear damage myself. Now keep an eye on my health, most importantly. You are still in perfect fighting condition, but your fire controller is gone, so
Yes,
you
Commander.
are not doing anything, so the Perseus has to make up for it. So worst case, this just shoots down the armor. And the enemy could join in, so this is going to still hurt some. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I hit Z. That's why. It took me to its fighter squad, so... More missiles, let's kill this Revenant already. And see what this damn objective's all about, because I feel like sending 2 Manticores to this debris is kind of pointless. Especially when one of them is already crippled from my own dumb, stupid mistake. But, we have torpedoes still, actually. Let's make sure this Revenant dies for good. So long as it doesn't keep turning. This is overkill probably, but I will happily shoot it with all my torpedoes. Now, I think you just disengage Akin for your repairs, since that's all you're really going to be doing this turn. Now, destroyed Revenant, that is dead. Like I said, massive overkill.
Adamant is taking damage.
And let's see, oh, there's the wreckage right there. So I guess...
Commander, I gave you an order.
Sir, the commander was following up on a request from Sinan for damage reports before.
Mr. Quaid is not in command of this fleet, Lieutenant. Destroy those wreckages now.
Well, it didn't even make him an option. I wasn't even allowed to shoot them apparently, so don't blame me. Blame the
On it,
game,
Commander.
damn it, woman. This will be nice and simple if the Vipers can actually destroy it. They are busy destroying the Raiders, though. Oh, they're all fighting the Raiders, so... Let's have the separate squads try and destroy the wreckages further away. And then maybe the Manticore can destroy the other one. If I still have missiles available, maybe I could just use the torpedoes to finish it off. So, destroy that one. Oh wait, is that the wreckage, or did I accidentally target a Raider? I think I accidentally target the Raider. That's not what I wanted, damn it. Shoot the wreckage for me. You're shooting adamant wreck, so... Now it's just this one here we have to destroy. Focus that down, and that should be easy enough to kill, right? Here's hoping. Because I also have torpedoes to kind of seal the deal. Now, massive overkill, but I could go defensive posture to minimize my torpedo shots, so it's not a big deal there. And that Revenant is dead. And now we're about to fly into wreckage, I think, so let's just
Understood.
dive the hell down and not take any more hits, shall we? Now, Adamant, you got a
Yes,
big job
Commander.
ahead of you. Oh, because your right armor's gone, so let's turn you around. Since they're already disengaged anyway, and which one's more juicy? They're both same status, so... You're kind of on your own for a bit until the Berzerk can join in. Which I kind of been neglecting a bit, so destroy these wreckages for me. And then we still have like a bunch of Cylon ships
Yes,
to deal
Commander.
with. And who knows what those damn things are.
Yes, sir.
Probably more Talons, which would always be fun, but at least they're avoiding me. There is that. So that was easy enough to shoot. Now, can the Vipers do the job they need to? Doesn't look like it, alas, so... Let's just destroy this stuff anyway. I don't have any more missiles to shoot, alas, but you think the Viper Squad can finish that off, here's hoping.
Understood.
And what about the Viper Squad supposed to be up there, or they just arrived, so... Gonna be slow going. Fire control's almost back online, but now the
Yes,
Atom is
sir.
getting hacked, so...
Understood.
We're gonna have to protect the Adamant here quickly. I don't even know how many shots I got because I did a full 180 turn, so I don't think the Adamant even did any shots. So it's gonna need some help before it's fire. Oh, they're just focusing on the
On
hangar.
it, Commander.
That is of no consequence. And what is it? I guess I give you one more turn to repair, and then your torpedoes will be able to fire a beautiful salvo at point blank range. Now, the adamant wreckage should be dead. They are shooting it, but not very well. And they are going after the heavy raider squadron, so that would be kind of nice if they can destroy them. I don't know how much that actually is essential to the mission, mind you. But hangar's gone, that's not a big deal.
Yes, sir.
Now, turn on the fire control, unload a good torpedo salvo on this thing. This
Missiles
might
on their
hurt.
way.
This might hurt a bit. It could conveniently turn out of the way, though, damn it. Which is more than likely.
Yes, Commander.
Also, full-on aggressive posture. And now, let's see, engineering is getting damaged, so we gotta be careful of that too. But its armor's in perfect shape, since they're not really using missiles or even shooting at me. So, I'm happy about that. That's probably what destroyed the right armor anyway, was missile salvos, so it's just now coming back up. Still don't know how to get my fighters to kind of shoot down the missiles like they did before, so I'm going to have to look into that, because that's going to be a damn useful skill to take advantage of. Also, next turn till I can fire torpedoes, so hopefully these Vipers can do what they need to. They're taking their time killing things, though. Does that hit? Ooh, full-on rear hit. Perfect, that Nemesis is gone. And there goes the wreckages finally.
Frack? Commander, all hostiles are disengaging. Admiral Kane isn't happy with us, but at least we stopped the Cylons from salvaging any more ammo from those Scorpion ships.
Lucinda is becoming rash in her decisions. That was valuable data we could have used. She forgets she must prove the stability of Colonial Fleet to the Quorum.
Well, if the Cylons keep running away, maybe you can finally finish building those Jupiters. And build us one while you're at it. We could do with the firepower. Right, Commander?
I agree. But I think our roster is doing pretty good so far, now that we're starting to get animates out on the field. So, let's have a good look at the battle there. And I think my officer is about to get his next level promotion too, so that's going to be fun. I don't know what exactly to give him as far as his new trait, but this is a nice little battle. And ooh, this Talon just getting wrecked. This is going to be brutal. This is going to be vicious, and to be perfectly honest, I could have took out that entire Cylon fleet if I drawed it out. I wonder if it would have gave me different dialogue for if I destroyed the adamants or the wreckage after I destroyed everything. Or would it just told me the same thing? Who knows? But I was not expecting a Revenant, god damn it. This thing took a bit of a beating, and of course I spent all my torpedoes trying to kill the Talon. Alas, so that I was not expecting, of course. I suspected those two were Talons because after all they were launching fighters, so that kind of gave it away. No, they didn't really contribute. I could have still took them on. I actually had the firepower for it, but I guess part of this was in case I only had a 2,000 point fleet still, maybe. At least for lower difficulties. I don't know if it accounted for Admiral difficulty. Expect me to have 3,500 point fleet or not. But this is a nice little slugfest there. A little bit spread out, unfortunately, but that was mainly due to the objective forcing me to go over to the wreckage with my Manticores. And the Vipers were kind of slow on destroying the wreckages on their own, so it would have took a few turns, and apparently the Viper didn't even count at scouting the wreckage anyway. But that was definitely a fun battle. A lot more grinder scale is what we're looking for. It dragged on for a bit longer though at the same time, but this is what we're really looking for these after battle. What is it? For these replays anyway. Oh boy, this is just nauseating. Good God. That's what happens to Vipers when they have nothing to do, I guess. I wonder if any of those Vipers got killed by those torpedoes too, if such a thing is possible. The explosion might have, but I don't think that camera's the best. They're just looking at the wreckage and the dancing Vipers. Because all we're seeing is like 2 shots at a time, which, oh, I guess it's because it was already weakened maybe? Oh no, those are the heavy raiders. At first I thought those were my Vipers that were only 2 ships left, so no. We're fine there. We destroyed the raiders, and we get a abrupt ending here after we destroyed the wreckage, so that was fun. I definitely want more of that, and no casualties, best of all. The Berzerker took a bit of a hit, but no casualties. So let's advance further and see what happens. Oh, so Viper, ooh, the Artemis, Ranger, Artemis, and Viper Mark II. So actually we unlocked 3 things there. Okay, so I guess that is an indication of what chapter I have to get. So now is the big question, what on earth do I unlock? I honestly couldn't tell you, and the these things are expensive as hell, so I'm not going to get them anyway. Alas, so never mind that. We will get the Viper Mark II, because why not? I'm going to have to start learning how much more powerful they are in comparison to the regular Vipers, though. And we have a story objective over there, so that's going to take some time to get to. And more Cylons there, and also officers. Let me check, see, do I get a promotion? Well, he's almost promoted. Let's see, rank 3 for 8 requisition points. Oh, I can force a promotion? Oh, you need at least 425 experience. Okay, I think. So I can sort of rush a promotion, even though he's technically doesn't have the experience for it, I guess. The question still becomes, what do I promote him with? Because additional XP gain doesn't seem... Well, it's good at first, but do I really care for that? I'd rather boost the CIC strengths, but if I want to get these other traits, I might get Indomitable. Plus 50% thulium, plus 2 posture range, that is definitely worth getting, so I need to be smart with how I prioritize things there, rather. But CIC improvement is going to be good. Let's see. It's going to improve the effectiveness of all my ships there, basically. So long as I manage them well anyway, so... And I can try... I need experience to promote them more, so... And let's see, you still need to be assigned. You still need experience for promotion, and we need to get you more ships, too. And thankfully we have more ships there to send your way. And 3 more Manticores, mind you, but that should help. 40 thulium for the jump. Let's see, you cannot jump all the way over there, but we're going to be spending a bit of thulium to get these fleets together, but what about the animates there? If it'll let me select them. Because I would like to try and do one of these objectives here as well. And Daedalus probably will just hang there a bit, because it's gonna need to spool its engines a bit. How much thulium does it cost to actually jump over here, though? It's gonna cost me 80. What about buildings? So we got 3 ships already underway, so I don't need to build anything else just yet. I'm a little bit worried about jumping over here without the reinforcements, so... Do I try dealing with the Caprica defenses there? Because at first, I was planning on trying to take him out before, but I went to the wrong planet. Because this almost looks like it's at Geminon, and not actually Caprica, so I made that a big mistake there. I could have took out one of those squads if I had the firepower. I'm going to try it anyway, and then the reinforcements can jump together over here if I'm so lucky. If I'm able to transfer them before the actual objective, which I don't think it'll let me actually. So, we'll go to Caprica later, because I don't think it'll allow me to merge the fleets together. Not right away. So we'll try over here then. Spend the 80 thulium. And then see what happens. And the Daedalus is just going to chill there for a bit. While it reinforces Scorpia for me. So, they left Caprica there. I'm going to have to fortify that. Oh, what's this? Okay, battle. So this might suck. Let's see. I have 1,500 points. They have 2,000. Apparently my chance to win is 88%. I'm gonna... I could... If I can equip torpedoes still on these things, so I could still just straight up win this just by the cheesing the mechanics of torpedoes a little bit. If I can predict when they're gonna fly straight at me, though. So let's do this. We're gonna try this one mission. Then we'll do the one with my animates, and we'll see how that goes. So, let's get some torpedoes. I'm going to have to play with the proximity mine some, but torpedoes are going to be fun for abusing AI mechanic a little bit. Now, where on Earth are the Cylons? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't see them anywhere. Oh, that's probably because they haven't deployed or warped in yet. That might be why. Alright, we got our 3 ships here. We are a little bit the underdog, but the torpedoes should help a little bit in that regard. Cost me 75 extra to
Fleet
field
group is
the
jumping
torpedoes
in
though.
3.
Which I can live
2,
with. We're about to get a
1.
massive amount of thulium once I complete that our objective, maybe. If I'm lucky enough to complete it. So this is looking like 4 gunships, 4 Nemesis again.
Understood.
Now I just gotta somehow guess where they're gonna fly as far as torpedoes. I'd love to shoot them now, but we'll wait a turn just to get a sense of which way they're flying. I want to make sure they actually hit. So far, it's just... Okay, one's coming straight at me. These other 3 are going to the side some, I think. Okay, so maybe I shoot the one in the middle then. Hard to really say, but... I'm not going to go too ridiculous, though. These torpedoes are going to help even the odds, but I need to make sure I predict which one's going where first. And without a doubt, there's no talent, because otherwise I would see fighters, so... Let's even the odds some and hope these torpedoes are true. I just need them to fly straight at me, is really all it is. So, moment of truth. Oh, I've set them to focus fire, stupid me. I was hoping to shoot the torpedoes, but I could still do that. And it looks like it was turning anyway, so I think I'm safe. Let's try this again, shall we?
Understood.
And it looks like it would have dodged the torpedoes regardless, so I'm fine with that. But if we don't heavily damage something or kill something right away, this might suck. Especially now that I missed out on
Understood.
possibly 2 turns to fire torpedoes, or at least reload. Now, this time torpedoes are actually firing, so moment of truth. Let's see how this goes. They're flying right at it. Oh, damn it, you're raising too much. That's not what I want. Complete dodge, that's a shame.
On it, Commander.
We'll play a little bit slower there.
Yes, sir.
Get ready to focus fire all my power. And hope these Manticores are up for the task, because they don't have an officer to kind of boost their stats any. It said I had an 88 chances for success, so it should be in my favor, right? Not when I miss torpedo shots like that. Oh, and they have vision of me too, so I can turn, I could try and spread out the damage some.
Hostile unit identified.
And of course I don't actually identify the one I have focus, right? No, I have it focused, I'm just not shooting it, I don't know why. So I could try turn. This is going to hurt a bit, but we're going to try and spread out the damage some. They got amazing hacking potential,
Yes,
so let's be careful. They're just going to hack the hell out of one of my ships there if I don't kill them quickly. And you just go full defensive to minimize the damage, while these ones go full aggression, and we need to kill these things quick. Because if there's 4 of them hacking me, this is going to hurt.
Missiles incoming!
So we're getting the focus fire. That hits the front and the right, so that's kind of the best I could ask for there. And that took a massive beating. So you're just going to hang back, but thankfully your armor did not break.
On it, Commander.
Which is the best
On
thing
it,
I can
Commander.
ask for out of you there, Aura. And I don't think you're going to be the focus anymore with them turning around, but there is still a gunship so we need to be careful of. And I think I set you defensive posture, you're going to be focused down. I'm just wondering if Aura, the Manticore, should go aggressive or not to maximize the damage potential and kill this thing. I'm doing it anyway. Kill the rear armor. This thing is almost dead. So there's one gone. Now I have torpedoes up, but can I hit this thing effectively enough? I want to shoot the gunship, I think. The Ceratus, so I have means to shoot it.
Yes, Commander.
And my fire control has not been damaged that heavily just yet, so I can get away with it. Now, I think we just go after our talent as far as the weapon fires.
Yes, Commander.
Actually, it sounds stupid to split fire, so let's just focus everything on the Ceratus. the kind of more damage deal anyway, I think. A little bit. Since, what is it, the Nemesis only got the missiles, and I can
Understood.
spread the damage out really well. If I'm with them already spraying, well, one of them's already dead, so I only have to deal with one missile salvo anyway at this point. No, just gotta make sure I don't hit myself. Elevation looks good. We should be fine. Now, murder this thing for me. That is the kind of destruction I like to see. It did survive at last, but it is almost dead. Now, I think you go after the Manticore, or the Nemesis, finish that off. And is there any way that Hissat can actually keep shooting this thing? Not easily, it's more than likely going to ram, so
So say we all.
I'm going to try and get the rear weapons to do that. And it's only on the right side, so I'm not going to get the killing blow I want, I think, this turn.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see what happens. Ooh, so close to... I didn't expect it to turn right, but it's so close to death. Either way, now we can possibly get on its rear and finish off. Fire control is shot, though. I don't think I should expect much miracles off the
On it,
Hassad
Commander.
there. Is that the Hassad, or is the Hassad the left one? Either way, your armor is still good. You might take a bit of... Well, your right armor is away from the Certus on the left, so you're okay there.
On it, Commander.
You're gonna hunt down... Ooh. Yeah. The Apetus is going to be vulnerable. Because its left armor's almost gone. I kind of want to disengage. I'm not gonna lie. Keep this thing alive. And just wait for torpedoes to come back up. Because it's only your front and right armor that's almost gone, so you're more qualified to go after this Nemesis anyway. I'm just not expecting much from the Hassad, as I said before, until torpedoes come back up. Now, pathing looks good there. Your rear is going to be to the Certus on the left, so you should be okay. And if you could kill this thing quickly, that'd be great. It's going to be close. 3, 2, 1... Okay, ooh, we got a double kill. Okay, so I was wrong about the Hassad's
Yes,
capabilities to murder things. You deserve a repair break, or repair turn, so get to it. Full defensive posture, get your weaponry back up, and
On it, Commander.
ready for the torpedo's next turn. And the Epis, or was it Epetus, you're gonna go on, get ready to shoot at this thing, but your armor is still fragile. We gotta make sure your front's facing if you're gonna engage at all, and you need your fire control up too. Yeah, and all the while, the aura's the one getting shot at, but at least it's on the left armor, which is kind of the strongest point. I did make a mistake and turn around, did I? A little bit. But you're in perfect firing range for torpedoes. Don't know
Yes,
if these
Commander.
torpedoes are gonna hit though, but any extra little bit of damage is
Missiles
warranted.
on their way.
And I'll wait a turn for the Hassad, because I don't think it may be too far. Let's see, your top and rear is perfectly fine, so you just fly on by maybe and just go... you're firing torpedoes, just go full aggression. See if you can cripple this weapon system some.
Manticore is taking damage.
Fortunately it hit two separate sections, so not very exciting. But I don't think anything's really at risk of dying though, not yet. I'm just not crippling any of his subsystems just yet. So, torpedoes. So, let's see. Okay, fire control is off, I think. Or is on now, rather. So you can fire. You got your rear to it, so just shoot your rear weaponry. And that'll contribute a
sir.
little bit extra damage. Useless damage, because its left side hasn't been touched yet. But let's see, if these torpedoes hit, that'd be nice. Oh, it's turning too much, is it? God damn it, those things are mobile as hell, holy crap. They're putting my Manticores to shame in terms of mobility.
Yes, Commander.
Because I don't actually
Yes,
know how
sir.
mobile the Nemesis are, I just know they like to run away from me a lot. But we're in a good position to keep hitting it though. Fire control is still relatively good for these two ships. And just go full aggression posture. Since I think you're being ignored, and so long as the Epetus can keep its front to it, that'll be fine. because it is the focus right now. Not doing a good job painting it, unfortunately, but well, I think we got this in the bag, though. Otherwise, keep going. Hunt this thing down. I don't want to boost, mind you, despite how mobile this damn thing is, but we do have torpedoes coming up in a moment. So a little bit more. It's still hanging there. Yeah, these guided missiles would be so nice if I had any, because I don't think the torpedoes are ever going to hit this effectively.
Yes, sir.
I still have torpedoes anyway, so I'm still going to try and shoot, but I'm not expecting them to hit.
Yes, Commander.
Especially the Aura's torpedoes, so
On it, Commander.
I'm going to leave that for next turn. Let's see. It is holding still. This might still hurt. It's stopped moving almost completely. Come on, hit, hit. Thank you. It was on the rear armor, though.
Damage.
It was sadly on the rear armor, but what's taking damage? Oh, the front's gone. You still got good amount of hull, but you're going to have to turn. You're going to have to turn, go neutral posture. And this, let's see, a pet this keeps on going forward. You are probably going to die if this thing doesn't take a big beating next few turns, because you're going to have no left or right armor to protect you. So you're not really going to get to disengage very well. And we'll save the Aura's torpedoes for next turn when it gets closer. So this might finish it, though. It's not moving anymore. Yep, it looks dead now. There. It was a little bit stubborn, but it's finally dead. Finally murdered it. Those things are nimble as hell, holy crap. It may have been a mistake going all torpedoes, but of course missing that first torpedo shot really hurt. Just conveniently raised themselves just enough. At least I can't really cheese the game all that much, I guess, with torpedoes, since they're like the only things that I can actually shoot missiles without requiring a sensor confirmation first, or IDing the target, so at least there's that, because this would have obliterated otherwise. I was aiming at the Nemesis too. It just conveniently raised itself just enough. Just barely enough there. And then, of course, that leaves me in a really awkward position here, being outnumbered. I think we're going to skip through this one here. I like to watch the replay of the bigger battles, not the small skirmishes at this point. Otherwise, it's going to be eating up so much time. But now let's do the Helios Alpha Freighter one and see how that goes. And then I'll probably call it a wrap there, but we're going to be swimming in thulium. I don't think I'm going to get much requisition points, though. This could even be a mistake if I am heavily outgunned. I may have gotten lucky in the last mission with the collision course that the ships did, so I don't think I'm going to benefit from it again, but we have Viper Mark IIs now. If I'm willing to spend the thulium on it, so every little bit of power is warranted, I think. Oh, and they're already equipped with torpedoes. It saves that for me. That's convenient. That's definitely convenient. I think I need that extra power anyway. So, let's just be careful about not burning too much stuff, though. This could easily get a little carried away.
3, 2, 1.
So, what happens here? Where is our freighter? I never did.
Contact with objective. Civilian IFF confirmed. Hostiles are also in the zone.
Okay, so this almost sounds like a repeat of the last one I just did, a little bit. We got 4 ships again, so this could very well be the same kind of mission, or same kind of fleet comp. But the freighter is a little more vulnerable. But we do have Viper Mark IIs to help with that. Oh wait, that was the Manticore. For some reason I saw it was launching Vipers, so there we go. Both of them are launching, right? Yep, both are launching. We're going to get ourselves ready to do some real damage. Try this again without the collision course. And I should be okay. What kind of fighters are launching? Nothing. So that's a good indication of what to expect here, I think. Although, my torpedoes are not going to be very effective until I get close. I think I learned that the hard way. And I also want to kind of boost on forward a bit. To kind of like get in between the freighter and myself.
Yes, Commander.
But I don't know what exactly I want to do with this Manticore just yet, because it is going to be a bit isolated if it goes too far forward. And actually raise
Yes,
this
sir.
higher so it's a little bit harder to get to as well. Alright. I didn't do anything with my Vipers just yet, but there's actually nothing to go after, and I'm content to waiting until I ID them first. Because I think the gunships are actually supposed to be pretty effective at shooting down Vipers, I think, with the rapid fire point defense. I believe that's
So
what
say
they're
we
good
all.
for. Hard to say. I never really checked out their loadout. And they have to really come to me there if they want to go after this freighter, so I should be okay. But I think now it's time for the Vipers to start attacking, contributing. Now the Animus could kind of protect them a bit. And I'm going to at least fire one torpedo
Yes,
salvo
Commander.
from the Manticore, so at least it can do damage without really committing to anything.
IFF confirms unit.
Oh,
is
and a mini
hostile.
hack, no surprise there. Giant missiles,
IFF confirms
but that was a
unit
brutal
is
hit on the
hostile.
rear. I like it. And again, yeah, my Vipers aren't in a good position to take those missiles very well, unfortunately. And the Animates, I think Animates just get ready to turn themselves around.
Yes, Commander.
I want to keep shooting that thing. It's not. I could just fire torpedoes at it. I just can't do it with the first Animate. The second Animate is the one that has to shoot the torpedoes. Oh, and that's the wrong button. Because otherwise I'm just going to have a repeat of what happened before as I shot myself. So next turn I'll shoot the torpedoes.
Yes,
Just lower your
Commander.
elevation. Keep in mind this thing's getting hacked, so it's probably not... Yeah, with fire control guns going to be useless again. More of the story there, but they all seem to be nemesis, so this is going to be very straightforward otherwise. Just going to make sure Manticore's in a good position to keep harassing them when they disengage. Because there's going to be more missiles actually shooting at me too, let's be careful. They only shot 2 salvos. And there's still 2 other more salvos they can shoot at too, so I need to get ready to do a hard turn. With that said, at least for this one
Missiles
Animate.
incoming.
So that's going to hurt. I hurt the Nemesis just as hard though, but it is gone though. These Animates without doubt need to get turned, at least this one needs to get turned around to protect its exposed armor.
Yes, Commander.
And I still have more torpedoes to shoot at. And Vipers, you are already attacking the Nemesis there, so you're fine. Manticore, it's just getting hacked to death. It already lost its armory and its fire control, so we need to start repairing these things, because it is possible if they get too ridiculous on the hacking, I think my ship just self-destructs there if all these systems are gone, so we do need to take this seriously as much as I joke about the Nemesis there and what they're doing. Although I gotta try and stay away from them as well with that said. Otherwise this thing's a sitting duck. It is drawing out their fire though, at least, and those torpedoes are a beautiful hit. I don't know what exactly it damaged, nothing as far as components anyway. So Adamants are ready to continue fighting. I should turn on the arcs, that might help a bit. Maybe not much, but it'll help a bit. And if they're going to disengage, this makes this easy
On
for
it,
me.
Commander.
And yeah, we're going to go full on aggression because they are just targeting the hangar, which is not a big deal.
On it, Commander.
Manticore, you're stuck repairing, so there's not a lot you can do just yet. Alas, so let's see. That could still very well die if it gets enough hits there from the Adamant. The Vipers contribute enough. And I gotta keep in mind when my torpedoes are back up. Because I could shoot. Fire controls are still shot though. And I'm gonna have to repair my navigation too. But I think the Adamant can very
So say we
easily
all.
handle a single hack for the time being, especially on a system I don't really care for, since there's no raiders to worry about. Still would like to kill it. It might be too far away for torpedoes though. At least the Manticore's torpedoes. So just keep repairing, try and get in a better position,
Yes, sir.
and get your navigation back up too. Oh, now that 2 of them are hacking, that's a different story. So hangar's gone. And apparently they're just going after the engineering bay now, so This is going to get a bit awkward. I do have more torpedoes up. Thankfully on one that's not getting hacked, so it's going to hurt like hell. If I'm so lucky I could take out 2 of them. But I think we need to focus on my repairs. To make sure we don't get this adamant all wrecked. Fire control's back up, so... Sadly, I don't think I want to fire more torpedoes at that thing, because I think it's already dead. But I can focus fire it. Maybe that'll be enough. That might be enough if the torpedoes hit. Let's see. Good, solid hit. I like it. And you are gone. That's 2. Gotta be mindful of a ram, which there's no risk of a ram, so we're good there.
Say we all.
Now, let's fire torpedoes at the one flying towards us, because that's a really silly decision. Because this will hurt as well. And I would like to repair navigations. I don't know how that affects your torpedo count, though. So full on aggression, maximize your torpedo fire, and unload. See if we could kill this thing right away. Especially with its rear also gone. It was a damn good hit, but sadly it was too spread out. Hit the front and the left side. But that just means it's almost dead. Ugh. Ugh, this is not looking good. We're getting hacked all to hell here.
Understood.
And I should have turned on focus fire. That would have helped a little bit too. Get a little bit of a targeting bonus for whatever I'm trying to shoot at. But I think I know what our priorities are with Lelantos. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly because it can't move at all. So we're going to keep repairing the engineering bay. Try and keep this as strong as possible. Because, yeah, subsystem repair is now completely shot. It's going at half the speed, even with the defensive posture. So this thing is not doing anything. But the joke's on them. They're hacking me to death, which is scary, but they have no firepower anymore. And they haven't really been shooting their missiles very well either. So, let's finish off this thing. Nice, simple, straightforward mission. I have not been paying attention to our freighter, mind you. But it doesn't look like it rammed into anything. So I think we're safe. I think we're all good. Finish this thing off, it'll take a turn or 2, I think, until the torpedoes come back up. Yeah, it'll take another turn. Try as you might to hack, but you're still hacking the wrong subsystem, so that's not doing you any favors. Now, I don't think my Manticore is going to get much shots, but this thing is pretty much dead. Finish it off. Finish it off. This is going to be good. Especially if those torpedoes can still hit. Yes, navigation is shot, so it can't even move. So you know this thing's a sitting duck for torpedoes. Oh, what was that there? Oh, it just warped out, so I was worried something just warped in there at first, so I think we're done. Just gotta wait for this one final turn for whatever it needs to do to confirm. Thankfully,
All hostiles are down.
thankfully
Civilian
not
is
too
free to
terribly
move.
scary, thankfully. And we get more thulium to invest in our efforts, and of course it allows me to supply more Viper Mark IIs. And oh, I can rotate this, I forgot about that. Not that it really matters, but that's something I could do, and I only got 300 requisition points, so good luck getting a Battlestar or a Ranger. Not going to get them anytime soon, but I think I'm going to end off here a little bit. We can fortify Caprica. We have this bonus objective here. What did I just get? A crap ton of thulium? So, let's get our next roster of ships built, I guess. Which really isn't much. I could start rushing things, but I don't think I need to yet. I don't know when I should seriously consider rushing, though. But we'll get in our Berzerk, we'll get in our Adamant, and we'll get in our Manticore for the next wave, since I have the resources to spend, so. And I could jump this over to Meat, over at Caprica. Or not at Caprica, but Icarus here. Get them to join together, and I should have an amazingly powerful fleet for next turn and for protecting the Helios Alpha region. So it's looking promising so far. I just don't know how screwed I am on these other ends, though. So I'm gonna have to take it seriously. Because Silent Squad there, I can easily deal with that. So thank you for watching, everyone. It was a good time there, and I'm looking forward to see what happens next. Because that was actually a fun story mission there for Chapter 5. We still need to get our battle stars and the requisition points built up, but I think this one will give me a notable amount, so that might help a bit.